this is not a trucking channel. We are back at the Vince Lombardi. It's a Saturday. I'm once again screwing around with New York City. I didn't used to have to do this so much, but I guess these days I am, but it's no big deal. Just super annoying, as anybody who's ever had to drive around the New York City area knows. It's lame, but my work day is over, so I'm chill and I can see the end of the week in sight. I'm gonna get to go home after I run this last load back up into Connecticut. Today's topic, I forgot to say the thing at the beginning of the thing. This is not about trucking. This is not about money. This is about killing money. For lack of a better terms, we gotta kill money. I mean, how are we gonna kill money? Why would you kill money? I'm like, well, money is the root of all evil. No. The love of money is the root of all evil. It's the loving of the money that's the root of all evil. No. I think that maybe they said the love of mammon, but I'm not talking about mammary glands. I'm talking about money. What I heard, money is the root of all evil. And I mean, how many times you gotta say it? Money is the root of all evil. And you think about this, how long have people been using money? Money is older than civilization itself. Money goes back to before recorded history. Even rudimentary societies, like hunter-gatherers, would trade like beads, they bought Manhattan with, they just gave the natives some beads and then they got Manhattan. The Dutch. But, like, dude, this is mind control. People cannot fathom a reality without money. But money is the alpha and omega of our enslavement. It's how they do it. Everything about the world is connected to money. And you look at how they run the countries, sure, a country is a country, but nah, dude, it's just a central bank. They cordoned off an area of slaves and they plopped a bank in there, and then they use that bank to enslave the slaves. And then they throw up the sports ball games and the Bollywood entertainments, and then they figure out what kind of industries they're going to be running out of this cordoned off militarized zone, and then they create all the documents to say, okay, this place is this place, but it's just one bank. It's just a bunch of banks. Each country is just a bank. And there used to be, Cuba, Libya, North Korea, Iran, maybe one or two others that did not have central banks. But last I heard, Libya's got a central bank now. Iran's got a central bank now. I think North Korea is still holding out. North Korea is pretty cool. People give them a lot of hate, but I mean, they're they might be like the only place that's outside of the system in the world. Like, and so, yeah, okay, maybe they're a cult and maybe they're like commies and maybe they're, terrible, but they did something nobody else has been able to do, which is to exist outside of the system. I lost track of it. I think Cuba flipped. Cuba was doing good for a while. But anyways, so it's all incorporated in the central banks, and the central banks are run by the Rothschild Bank. So really, it's not even separate central banks. It's all just one bank up here, and then, about 100 and change banks down here that are just, kicking up to the upstairs bank. I mean, ours is the Federal Reserve of the United States. I don't know about the central banks from other countries because I don't live in other countries, but we all know damn well about the Federal Reserve, and they got the New World Order pyramid on the freaking money because we're all slaves building the pyramid to block out the light of Christ, to live in darkness. We gotta build this thing up so we can live in darkness forever. Great. What? Dude, money is connected to everything. Even religions. You think the religions are the oldest thing in the world. Well, they've always been tied in with the money. And what came first? The religions or the money? The money obviously came first. I don't know why or how. This would be an interesting topic to do some research. Probably not gonna, but anybody who's interested in the origins of money, this is valuable information because who really knows? Do we know anything about it? We take it for granted. People cannot fathom a world without money, but money is just how they're enslaving us. We can't even do anything else because everything is connected to money. Even the people who are enslaving us are enslaved by money. The people at the very top, they're part and parcel. I'm trying to think of that expression. They're inextricably linked to the money. And like these are supposed to be above the law, people, but they're still just chasing money. And but I guess the difference is that they've got so much of it that it doesn't mean anything to them. But still, what would they be without it? Think about that. They're supposed to be, the top people in the world, and they're wandering around in black cloaks and worshiping Moloch and sacrificing the lamb, making human sacrifices with, and doing their rituals, but take away the money and they're nothing special. And and we think that it's funny because money goes so far back to the origin of our species that you're getting into the conversation of, did the aliens breed with the monkeys and create the humans? And that's why we're not even adapted to this planet. We can't live here without a heater or an air conditioner or big warm jackets, or we're going to freeze to death, and our bones aren't like any of the other bones. And there's a missing link in the fossil record of 200,000 years. But it just happened. 200,000 years of evolution happened just like this. So anyways, yeah, the aliens bred with the monkeys to create a slave species. There's your clue. There's your big clue. They created a slave species, and here we are, all these millennia later, still enslaved. And so supposedly that's where we got money from. And supposedly they created us to mine gold. But then I don't know about that, because why do we still even have gold? Do you think they would have took it? But probably because they abandoned us. They left us here. They took back off into outer space, and maybe they didn't take all the gold with them. Maybe that's why it's so rare, because maybe they did get most of it, but they couldn't get all of it. And so they left some of it behind, and now we're all obsessed with the gold. And what is the value of gold? Well, it's just a metal. So people think it looks so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. Is that worth, is that what all the fuss is about? It's pretty. But no, it's probably something that goes back to the dawn of mankind, and our intergalactic progenitors, creators, the people who all the aliens who created us are obsessed with gold, and that we're obsessed with gold, and probably gold and money, very similar things. So we're obsessed with gold, and they probably gold was the first money, and then we forgot all about that. But then we came up with these other monies, and I was supposed to talk about the monetary system. I didn't even mention the word fiat currency, where they're just money printer go brrr, and now the inflation is going and Donald Trump even says inflation is the country killer. It'll kill your country. Look at the Weimar Republic, or Venezuela. Lots of countries die from inflation of their currency. But I mean, for the love of all that it's holy, like, we don't need money. We don't need to be enslaved. We need to free our minds. And think about the word freedom. Freedom is free. They say freedom isn't free. It's in the word. Freedom is literally free. Money is what is costing us everything. But whatever, I'm out of time. This is not a trucking channel. This is not about money. This is about killing money. Love you. Deuces.